Hey guys! Thanks for joining in with me for another acrylic paint pour. Today I'm creating a golden river by combining acrylic paints and mica powders. If you're like me and have a crow brain that loves shiny things, you aren't going to want to miss this swipe. I decided to record my paint mixing session for this pour. It's been a minute since I've included one, so I figured it might be time for a refresher. I'm working with Floetrol, water, acrylic paints, and mica powders. To start out with, I weighed out the Floetrol into cups. I went with 18 ounces of Floetrol in the red cups and 4 ounces into the smaller cups. To the 18 ounces, I added 2 ounces of water. To the 4 ounces, I added 1 ounce. Honestly, there's no real rhyme or reason for these ratios, as I kinda just make it up as I go along half the time. I didn't weigh out the amount of acrylic I added to each, but I usually just eyeball that. To mix the mica powders with the acrylics, I always mix the mica with a pouring medium first. Adding the small amount of mica to the large cup of Floetrol doesn't seem like it should cause issues, but you're much more likely to run into clumps. By adding a small amount of the medium to the powder first, you get to remove the chance for clumps to appear. Weird analogy here, but it occurred to me while I was mixing. It's kind of like making gravy. You can't just pour all of your liquid into your flour mix at once, or you end up with really clumpy gravy. If you slowly mix the liquid in, you get smooth gravy. Once your mica is a smooth consistency, then you can add it to the rest of the paint and medium mixture. Speaking of clumps, I did something really silly. The gold paint that I chose for this pour was a bit on the funky side. I could see that it was starting to separate a bit, but I assumed that it would mix out fine. I was wrong. I mixed and mixed and mixed some more, and it was still clumpy as it could be. I really didn't want to waste that much Floetrol, plus I was a bit low on other gold paints, so I just went with it. I had hoped it wouldn't be too noticeable, but again, I was wrong. I'm playing with the idea of throwing some bead gel over the center to kind of help blend it in. I'll try to update you guys on that once I get around to it. So I guess the lesson here is, if you're going to use questionable paint, maybe don't use it in 20 plus ounces of Floetrol. Since I still have like a bajillion cell activators mixed up, I'm using a couple from previous pours. I have a clear cell activator and a Mars black activator that I used for the swipes. I decided to use the clear activator around the border of the black and gold. I wanted to have cells and lacing throughout the edges, but I only wanted the black and gold to be present. I mix my clear activator as Floetrol and clear gel medium, plus any silicone or other cell creator added in. Just treat the clear gel medium as paint and mix it as you would any other color. The lacing ends up being whatever color you started your swipe in. So if I start my palette knife in the gold paint, the lacing will be gold. If I start it in the black, they'll be black. When going across several colors at once, you have the potential to have multicolored lacing throughout. It's just a fun one to use. I kept it just the Mars Black activator over the center colors. I wanted to enhance the mica in those. When using mica, remember, they show up best when they're on a black base or next to black. If you'd like a complete rundown on how all that works, make sure you check out my color mixing series. You can click the card in the corner, or I'll have a link in the description. Bigger canvases come with more time spent on a pour. To keep this pour from being an hour long, I've trimmed some of the boring parts and made some of the other parts super speed. That being said, if you have any questions about this pour, feel free to reach out in the comments below. I really enjoy hearing from you guys and welcome all topic-related questions. Since you can't really read the labels while I mix, I'm going to leave a list of the colors that I use down below. I can't tell you the exact name or brand of the ones in the baggies though, The purple color is a supposed chameleon powder that I found online in a set. If I remember correctly, it was a random wish find. It isn't a true chameleon though, and it just seems to be a mixture of micas that mimic it. The pinkish red color is from a sample set of mica powders that I grabbed off of Amazon quite some time ago. I highly recommend grabbing one of those variety packs of mica wherever you can find it. I'm still using colors from a pack that I bought like 6 years ago. The only real drawback is that unless you know the exact brand you bought from, once you use all of a color, you may have a really hard time ever finding it again. If you're like me and like to live a little more dangerously, then they're a pretty solid investment. Okay, I feel like I've rambled on enough for today. I'll leave you guys to the rest of the pour. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoy this super shiny acrylic swipe. See you guys next time. Bye!